It's early as heck, it's cold as heck. What the heck am I out here? And what the heck are they out here?
They, or I should say we, are out here for a winter wine called Dongniangjiu. But what's the big deal? Why do they need to wake up so early on such a cold morning? It's a big deal because traditionally Dongniangjiu is only available for a month or so each year, and the draft wine we are lining up for is only on sale for approximately 2 weeks. Hence its scarcity. It is so coveted, each person has a 5-liter quota. Well, no one is barring you from making your own wine. As a matter of fact, historical texts indicate that homemade Dongniangjiu was quite common back in the days. The wine is not only imbibed, but also sacrificed as offering when paying homage to ancestors on the solar term Dongzhi, which marks winter solstice. This practice is still observed by present-day Suzhou folks, and some do still handcraft Dongniangjiu at home, but I think most people just purchase their wine from commercial establishments like this century-old brand Yuan Dachang, undoubtedly the #1 name in the game. Their draft wine is often sold out by noon, which is why we're lining up early in the morning with empty bottles in hand, soon to be full of the golden, fragrant elixir.
After standing about an hour in line, I got my wines and I'm about to have a good time. But first, I'm gonna cross the street and head to that restaurant.
After sitting down inside the restaurant, I'll soon learn that the couple who owns the business went across the street to buy their Dongniangjiu on the first day of sale, which was December 10th this year. I wonder if they paired their wine with the foods they make and sell. So I said restaurant, because restaurant specializes in Jiangsu mutton, a local cuisine comprising several dishes such as mutton soup, lamb tripe stir fry, and yanggao, mutton aspic. Yanggao is one of the most popular accompaniments for our star today. Dongniangjiu, literally winter-brewed wine. Dongniangjiu is basically a rice wine that incorporates sweet osmanthus in its brewing process. Typically, sweet osmanthus, often in the form of syrup, is added into a young rice wine that is still undergoing fermentation. The wine has a slightly higher alcohol level than Jiangsu sweet rice wine. This has a pretty low ABV level, which is why it would barely get you tipsy, and which is why it's fine for me to consume this early in the morning. Since the young rice wine is still undergoing fermentation, the yeasts are active, and thus purportedly you could still see bubbles emanating from the sweet osmanthus petals when you first put the flour/syrup into the wine. In fact, there is still perceivable effervescence. For this reason, sometimes it is also necessary to unscrew the cap and let out the gas built up inside, especially if you're using a glass container. Meanwhile, this pre-bottled version won't have that much of a problem because it should have been subjected to some sort of treatment, perhaps pasteurization. So there shouldn't be much carbonation. The lack of fizz is one of the major differences between the draft wine and the pre-bottled wine. This pre-bottled version is smoother, probably because of the absence of the bubbles. But I also think the fresh wine has a more robust flavor and a more pronounced fragrance. Perhaps precisely because the gas can spread the bouquet around the mouth. This aspect is pretty good, by the way. A lot more meat than gelatin. But both varieties of Dongniangjiu are very agreeable. Try them yourself and decide which one you like better. And when feasible, come and see the real beautiful China. Come to Suzhou and try the Dongniangjiu. But come during this time of the year, as in right before winter solstice, because the Dongniangjiu winter-brewed wine is brewed exclusively for the winter solstice period, which is known as Dongzhi in Chinese, literally meaning winter's arrival. Dongniangjiu is primarily a celebration manifestation of the Jiangnan region, especially here in Suzhou. Elsewhere in China, two very common things to enjoy for Dongzhi are sticky rice ball and dumpling, the latter of which I already had yesterday at home. In Taiwan province, folks enjoy the jiuchenggao rice cake. In Chengdu, people revel in mutton soup. In my birthplace of China, Hong Kong, some restaurants would offer special set menus for the occasion. Why is Dongzhi an occasion? For many people, it is considered a countdown to or a pre-party for Spring Festival, aka Chinese New Year. Spring Festival is a little over a month away, but the festive atmosphere is already buzzing. Wish you all can stay nice and warm upon winter's arrival. 再见。